Felicity, with more and more people needing to use public transport services, as more and more people are allowed to work under the level 4 of the lockdown, I'm assuming that this kind of thing would have been the worst case scenario that those working with the MyCiti bus services could have thought of.
Well, you know, it is something that, to be honest, is quite inevitable. You're going to get these sorts of interferences. 7 routes are affected out of 44, so it will take just one day to have the place completely clean, sanitized, and back ready to operate. So, yes, it's an inconvenience, but you know, as this process rolls out, and we're all learning from it, we will find quicker ways to deal with it. So, so we have done the necessary protocols that needed to be done, and the buses will be running tomorrow.
Now, the protocols of deep cleansing the buses is one thing. Talk to us about the protocols in place once you've now found out that you have one, and in this case, a number of staff members who have tested positive. What processes or protocols do you then follow in terms of tracking and tracing, or do you just leave that to the health department to do?
Well, it is a health department function, and we work closely with the health department. I mean, it's all of our problem, and we all have to work together. So the MyCiti department works with the health department, and they do the identifying of who needs to be traced and followed up with. And together we will, they will contact the people involved and do the necessary screening. So it is, you know, it's a health department function, but it's a joint initiative.
Any indication at this time as to who was the first of those staff members to pick up the infection, and perhaps an idea of where? Was it while they were working on the buses or elsewhere?
You have no way of determining that. You have no way of determining that at all. So, but the point is, you take the necessary precautions. So in the event that it could have been on a bus, you do the sanitizing and the COVID protocol.
How is MyCiti dealing with the regulations that are in place in terms of public transport? Have they found it difficult in ensuring that people are wearing masks, that sanitization of hands and I suppose facilities inside of the buses are being sanitized as regularly as possible?
So, you know, I think there were some teething problems at the beginning, right in sort of end of March, April. We slowly managed to get those ironed out. There is sanitization taking place. When you get on the bus, the drivers are or were wearing masks initially, so that sort of side of it is all right. We do the deep cleanse of the bus as well. So we're following the protocols. The real issue for us is that, you know, originally it was said that we would be a 70% capacity at level 4, but it was in fact regulated at 50%. And as more and more people are coming online to go back to work, we are going to find, and we're already finding that getting 50% on the bus and then the bus having to move is creating a demand for buses because we can't turn them around on the routes fast enough. So those are things that we'll need to get through. We are hoping that will be relaxed at level 3, but it is something we do with it.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for that. Felicity Purchase is a member of the Mayoral Committee for Transport down in Cape Town.